recording is started. So in the last class, we have seen about these navigation commands. Okay, driver.navigate.back, driver.navigate.forward, refresh, navigate.to, and the driver path setup, how to launch the Chrome driver. So those things, and driver.quit as well. So if you remember, like these are examples we have seen. So why I wrote this command? Because of the by mistake if Chrome driver is running, so it will just kill that instance. So for that, this is for set property, and then after that maximize. Then this URL I am opening, then navigate.to I am using. So basically one interview question is there. What is the difference between driver.navigate.to and driver.get? So basically driver.navigate.to is calling driver.get command. Okay, this method is being called under this. So there's nothing else difference is there. This is calling this one that you can tell in the interview because they want to know that this concept you having or not. So this part we have already discussed. Now today we have new topics. So driver.close, we have already seen that. Now we will introduce driver.findElement. Okay. So some basic examples we have already seen. Driver.findElement. Basically, when you mouse over here, you will see something. Driver.findElement return type is a web element. So means driver is a like web driver. It means a browser thing. In browser, we have web elements, and in web elements, we have actions. That what action you want to perform. So this is a three section. First, this is the last section. This is the first section, and this is the middle section. Okay. So in the middle section, if you want to try to find any web element, then you have to tell that any locator, which locator. So locator is what? If you open any website, say that I am taking this website only. Just right click, paste and go. You see here, if I'm taking any website and taking any web element. Okay. Like suppose that this is a Dev Alliance. So you right click and inspect. And then this structure will be shown to you. This is called DOM structure. It's like HTML structure. It will be shown like this. So basically it start with the HTML tag and ends also with the HTML tag. In the last also you will see HTML. So this is the web page. And then we have inside HTML, we have body. And this is the header section. In the header section, some informations you might see like what do you call it? The title analysis thing. Suppose that you want to look for title. So you will see somewhere the title is there. You can see a title. So this is the title you will see here. Today will line something like it is coming. So this is the title it will display. So other informations will be present inside the body. You see here the body section is there. So when body is started, so it contains all the web element which will be displayed over here. Suppose the everything is a web element. This is the web element. This is the web element. This is the web element. So many web elements you will see. So everything is present inside the body. So if you interact with any web element, so just right click and inspect. So what it will do, it will show in the highlighted view. Highlighted view means like what kind of web element it is. So this is called A. It means link. Okay. Then this is attribute. Class is an attribute, and this is the value of that attribute. So this is class, and this is the value of that attribute. This is href is an attribute, and this is the value in the double quotes. So this is the simple text, and this is the closing of a tag. Similarly, like I'm trying on what you call learn, lead, and succeed. So just right click and inspect. So you can see here it is a header. H1 is what? Header. Okay. So header, it has some attribute and properties like class, ID. So some style is there, and this is normal text you call it, and this is the closing of that. So basically when you try to interact with any web element, so we would look for the which locator is the better way. Means I want to interact with any web element. So I will first look for which locator I have to look. So if ID is there, so ID is a unique thing. You should go with the ID. Then we look for the name. Sometimes some web element are there which has name attribute. So I will show you some examples like that. Consider that I'm clicking here, consulting and staffing. So I'm just looking for any name attribute. It's not there. Then you can see it has ID, has class, has. It has not, but I will do what? I will open Facebook example. There you will see some examples here. You can see login button is there. Forgotten password link is there. Create new account is there. So if you right click on any web element, if right click is not there, so what you can do here, go inside three dots and then you click on settings. Sorry, not settings. You click on three dots and then more tools you can go there. And then you have developers tools. You can on this tool, then it will show you that the same structure. So in the element section, you will see everything over here. You can see there are different tabs: elements, console, sources, network, performance. So what we have to do for web automation, we have to look into the elements tab. And this is inspector. This button is called inspector. What you have to do, if you sometimes a right click is not allowed, so you can take this inspector and then click on any web element. Say that I want to interact with this web element. I will click on this. So once I click on this, you will see here some web element is highlighted and some attributes are there. So role is an attribute and value is button. Class is an attribute. These are the values here. And href is there, like data test ID is there. So name is not there. So I'm looking for some different web element which has name. So right click here, inspect. You can see here type is text, class is input, name is here. You can see one attribute is name. So name is email. So sometimes we have ID. So go with the ID. If name is there, then go with the name. If ID and name is not there, so what you have to do, you have to write the locator for that. So that is something what you call learning phase, means you have to learn how to write the locators for that. So basically first you look for ID or name. If it is not there, then you have to write locator for that. So I will come on that point. Let's see first here that what are the things we have to discuss. So we were discussing about find element. So find element, when we talk about, so what it does, it takes some kind of like locator. So there are 8 ways to find any web element normally. So I will discuss one by one again, because last class we discussed, so that was high level. So I'm going again in the by class. So basically find elements accept the by class objects. Okay. So you go inside that by class. And this is the by class and it is present in the org OpenQA Selenium package, which is like provided by Selenium. And this is an abstract class. Abstract class means these methods are just what do you call abstract methods. Later on, you can on abstract or non abstract method, both it can have because it's abstract class. And later on, if it is needed, then in the subsequent classes, you can write, or here also you can write, because like abstract class can have abstract and non-abstract method. So I can see that there they have written the code actually. So for ID, they are calling like this return. So its returning type is by class itself. So same class, like returning the same class object. And these are the static methods. So static methods you can directly call by the class name dot method name. So how many locators are there? You can see again. I will discuss show view, outline. So just focus on methods because these things are there. You can directly use this as well, but normally we have a good practice using methods. So these are the methods and these are the direct classes. You can see here. So I was discussing about where one is class name, one is CSS selector, one is ID, one is link text, one is name, one is partial link text, one is tag name, one is XPath. So 8 locators you see here we have. Again, I'm repeating class name, CSS selector, ID, link text, name, partial link text, tag name, and XPath. So 8 locators we have. Okay. So instead of this, you can also use this one as well. So it's up to you how you want to use it. But normally we have a good practice of using like this. So anything you want. So I will show you one by one examples that how to use that. And let's one example you have already seen in the last class by link text. So again, I will discuss the same one by one. Find element demo. We have or not? Find elements we have. The next level thing. This example I can show you means it is having 2 or 3 locators ID, name I have. So I can take this example for demo purpose. Close others. So I close other programs. Now I will come here. So now I'm discussing about find element. So find element basically it is a method which is used for finding the web element, and it has 8 locators. So locators wise will be discussed in detail. Just you have to focus on what is the find element method and what is the return type of that. So let's start this. First I have to call couple of things. I will take this because I have the path set up over here. So up to here, I will take this code and I will replace this existing code with this code. So basically, when you will add this runtime.get runtime.exe, it will ask you for throws declaration. So just click on that. It will add the IO exception. So should be okay. These are the basic codes. So this is the set property. I have set the property of that Chrome driver. You already know I have one folder over here where I have set the Chrome driver. So you can see here Chrome driver.exe. So this is something current project. Then slash drivers means this is the name of the folder. And this is the name of the file I have mentioned. And this is the key. Okay, so key you have to set up that this driver is for Chrome. Okay, now I'm launching the Chrome over here. So this is the launching of Chrome. And this is something maximizing of. So what I'm trying to do first, see here. This is the URL. Let me take this URL. Let me check manually first. So this page is not working, so I will not take this one. You can see account suspended, it is saying. I think it's okay. Suspended. It's not there. So I cannot automate this page, but should be okay. I will change the URL that is okay with me. So instead of this, I can take the first one. Okay. I'm taking this URL, copy. First, you have to manually open the website to copy the URL and update the URL over here. At which URL you are going to automate. So this is my first step. I pasted the URL, then I will open that URL with the driver.get. So it will open the URL. And then what driver.find element will do, you see first here. So when I will open this page, I have buy.id. I'm passing here email. So suppose that this is my field, right click and inspect. So I can see that ID is email. Can see here ID is email. So what I can do, I can take that buy.id as you have already seen in the buy class. It has ID, it has link text, it has partial link text, lot of things. So I'm just using one thing buy.id and what ID you have. So ID I have like email. You can see here ID is email. So the same email I'm passing and the return type of web element is return type of find element is a web element. So you can see here return type of find element as a web element I have stored. So how to store this? This is very simple. you can see here, I write like this. I will show you from the scratch. Okay. So first you write like this. Okay. And then you want that it should be stored in a web element. So I'm putting some variable name, like I'm putting email, and then the type of the variable. As you know, in the Java, we have to define the type. So just mouse over and create local variable. So it will automatically do for you. So no need to worry. So once your variable is created, then this command is clear command. So clear command is what? It will do the clear from here. Suppose that you have typed something. So it will clear everything. And suppose that it's a pre-typed. It launched the page and it is coming with some text. So what it will do? It will clear out the text by default. Then I am typing some. This is the typing command. Send keys is for type something. Suppose that you have a text box and you want to type something. So suppose that once you have created the what you call web element. So go inside the web element and see what are the methods it is supporting. So I'm inside the web element, and just for your information, what are the other methods it has. So I'm going in others outline. You can say we have a clear, we have a click, we have get attribute as well, we have get CSS value as well, we have get DOM attribute, we have get DOM property, get location, get rectangle, get shadow root, get size, get tag name, get text, is displayed, is enabled, is selected, send keys and submit. So many methods are given there. So what we will do, we will try to interact with couple of methods on the need basis. And once it is needed, then you can go through all the methods. Okay. So I will use couple of methods over here. So you just first aware about that these are the web elements method, and I'm going to use this. So how to use that? That is very simple. See how clear method came. I just copy this variable and put here and then just put a dot. So once I put a dot, it should show me what it is doing. It's not showing. Let me comment this part. Why it is not showing? I think it's a Eclipse issue. But anyhow, I know this is the clear command, so I can directly use it. Maybe it is Eclipse issue. So you just have to put dot and then clear. And then once you use the clear like this, so it will do the clear, and this is the send keys. Send keys is to type something. So let me show you demo up to here because whole things will be of no use for you. Just one thing I am showing you that this is the web page. It will open the web page, and then in this box it will type something abcde@gmail.com, and after 5 seconds it will quit. Quit it means it will close the browser, and this message will be printed out. So let's run this and see whether it is working or not. So right click, run as Java application. Facebook.com, it opened and then it typed something, and after 5 seconds it should close. So it worked as accordingly, right? So it is printing here, end of the program successfully run, completed. You can see here. So now we have a password field as well. You can see here we have a password field. So if I right click and inspect this, so it has like type, password, class this, name is this, ID is pass. Okay. So I can take other miss ID. I have already taken. This time I'm going to take as a name. You can see your name is also pass and ID is also pass. So first you have to see what are the attributes and values given. So name attribute is there and ID is also there. So if both are there, so you can take anyone. Preferred is ID, but if both are there, so you can take anyone. So this time I'm going to show you via pass, like name. So I'm coming here. So this time I'm creating a element for the password. Same like earlier I have created. Then again, I'm doing the same thing, clear. And then I'm typing some password over here. Send key is to type something in this text box. Okay. Let me do one thing. After 5 seconds, let me clear it up. Not here. I will do one thing. First, I will type, and then after 5 seconds, I will clear both. Okay. So first I will clear the email. So this will clear the email, and then I will clear the password. And then let it be commented. It's okay. I just showing you some demo. And then I'm clicking after 5 seconds. I'm just quitting it. Okay, for your information. So what I'm going to do, just try to understand. I will open the URL. I will interact with the email field and I will type something. So first I will clear it up. Then I will type something. Then I will interact, find the password field. Then I will clear it up. Then I will type something password. And after 5 seconds, I will clear both of the field, email and password, both of the field. And then after 5 seconds, I will close the browser and then end of the program. So this is something I have designed. So let me right click and run. You see here, first it typed and after 5 seconds, it will clear everything. You see here, it cleared already, right? And then after 5 seconds, it will close. So it closed and end of the program successfully printed, and this message is coming as a terminated. It means without any error, it's working. This program is working successfully. So this was something for demo. So let me comment it out. The third field is sign in button. You can see here. If you go here, it's a login button, right? So just right click and inspect here. So this time it is a button and value is 1. So this is called a tag name. Okay, whenever it is an angular bracket and starting with something, say that this is input tag, this is button, this is div. So many tag name we can see here. And this is called attribute and value, attribute and value. So tag name, attribute and value is 3 things you have to understand. So what attribute it has? It has name, it has class, it has data test ID, it has type, it has ID as well. So you can see a lot of things are there. When so many things are there, so you should look for the stable one. So I can see that data test ID is stable. That is one thing, but I'm just using either name or ID. So I can see that ID is something number. So if it is number something, so you can understand it's not stable. So don't go for that thing, right? So if it is something stable, so stable is name. So I can take the name one. So login only, right? So I will take this copy. I will come here in the program part. I will click for the login. You can see here. It's a name is login. So I'm taking by.name as a login, and this is something login button. You can give any name as you want. So I'm giving as first my custom name. So this is the name I have given, and same I will use here login.click. You can see here. And then after 5 seconds, I will click on quit. So you see here as manually what is going to happen if I put wrong user ID, wrong password and click on login. So this page should be displayed. Means you can see, is this your account? Something like that, it will display. So I'm expecting the same. So let's test it whether it is working as expected or not. Again, I'm repeating, I will enter something, I will enter username and I will enter password. Then I will click on login button. Then after 5 seconds, I will quit the browser. This is something what I have designed, and let's test it. So today we are learning how to interact with the web elements and what actions you want to perform. So first is finding the web element. Second thing, what action you want to perform. You can see here, it will click on 5, after 5 seconds, it will click. So it's done so fast that we couldn't see that, but it's okay. My program is successful. You can see here, end of the program is working. So two locators we have already seen. One was like, we are seeing that what is the find elements, and some locators also we have seen. So get method we have already seen that what get method does. Get method open the URL. So this is something new method we are going to see. I will talk about all the locators in the detail when we will discuss about the locators. Just high level things for demo purpose. I have shown you that there are so many locators, and so far you have seen three locators. Your first example was this one, py.link text. I passed the link name and then it worked. Second example was this one. So the by.name, by.id, three locators you have already seen. So one by one, I will try to show the demo of all those things. But here we are interacting with the different things. So we have already seen with the close methods. We have already seen with the find element. We have find elements as well. So I will show you that part later. Just focus here. So get method is what? Get method is to open the URL. So we are using driver.get and you are passing the URL. So this is something you are using. Now we are using get current URL. So return type is a string. You can see here get current URL, return type is a string. So how to use that? So let's see the example over here. All only I can show you. That's okay. Suppose that you have opened this URL and you want to print the that what is the current URL it is showing up. So you want to print, then you can use like that. Driver dot get current URL. So this is the name of the method. And you see here return type of this is a string. So what you can do, either you can directly print or you can store it in some variable, then you can print it later. It's up to you. So I will directly print it. Okay, let me print it. Test out. The page URL is plus this code I will copy. So get C is capital, G is small, C is capital, and U is capital. Just remember this. So it will help you later. Because once you start practicing, you should remember the syntax. You can see here, it will print like that. Get current URL. And one is title. So URL is something what? We call it URL like this. This is the URL. And title is this. So if you want to print the title, so we have one more method called get title. So we are going to print, you see the return type is string type. So that's why I'm able to use it in the system.out.println. Now if I run this program, I will get two additional information. One is URL of the page and the title of the page. So title is what? Title is this one and URL is this one. Okay, two things I will get. So let me run this. You can see here the page URL is this one and the title is this one. So this URL is continued up to here. It is the URL and this title is this one. So title is on the top. You can see here this is the title and URL is this one. So it is printing over here. So it's like that. So two things we have learned, new things, that how to get these things informations. And we have page source as well. So I will show you what is a page source. So if you right click and inspect any web element, so this is something called inspect. So it will give you like that. But there is a page source as well, means how this HTML coding has been done. So how to get that information? So right click here and view page source. So if you click here, it will come like this. Okay, so it will show you that what is the source code it has been used over here. So it's like detailed information. I think it's a big information. And if you want to print all those informations, so you can use like that. So how to print the page source? So what I will do first, I will put some kind of time spacing, then I will print because it will do so vast what called printing, big printing, that you cannot see these outputs, right? So I just commented it out. The page source. The method name is get page source. Right click here, get view page source here, but here it is get page source. You can see here, this is the name of the method get page source. And if I run this program, then you will see the output of this is like so big that you won't get other outputs. It's working in the background, no problem. So you can see here, now the output is printed, but from where it is started printed and everything you want to track. So you can see here, I'm double clicking on console. So it will be in the big screen and it started from here, you see. So it's so big output that I think the previous output will be overridden. No, it's not. So it's okay. You can see from here. So this page URL is this, title is this, and after that the page source is this. So from here it started printing and it printed everything. You can see here. So big, so big. You can see here. So just for your information, but normally people are not using this too much, this method. Page source. It's just for use purpose they have given, but not used so much. So I can just comment it out just for demo purpose. I have used it once. So now we have other methods which I will focus on. So let me handle this one. OK, what is find element? So how to use the find elements, right? So we have a demo of find elements. I will go there first and I will comment everything what is not needed. I will take some of the codes from here. So this is also same. So I will copy this. Driver.get URL. And see, I don't need this part. But I need this part. Whatever not needed, I will just comment it out. It's not needed, not needed, not needed. Needed is what? This one is needed. Once your page is open, okay. So I will show you one by one. So you will find it very easy that try to understand what is going on. Once your page is open, so let me open it first manually, then I will show you, then you will understand this code, what is code written. So I'm opening this page is already open. And once the page is open, you right click and inspect. Once you inspect here, you have this area. This is called DOM area or HTML view. So you do a control F. So you go to the control F, you will find here like that. So once you type something called A. Okay. So many A's are there. So it's better way to type in angular bracket. It is finding or not? I think. Yeah. So once you hit enter, it will find. So it is saying that 255. The number is coming as 255. So it means there are 255 A tags, means links are there on this page. And if you try to hit enter, it will highlight in the left section, I believe. It is coming like that. Let's see. So big page. So it's like if I hit enter so many times, so it will probably highlight in the left section as well. So consider that this is the training, right? So there are so many links. So in this way, you can get the all the links. So this is one thing. And suppose that you want to print the text of all the links. So that is also possible. Suppose that this is a link, right? And it has a text called training. So we can fetch that links and we can print on the page, means on the output as well. So what we are going picking the task, we will first pick up how many links are there, and then we will start printing the name of the links, that what is the text inside that. Okay, so this is the task I'm going to take, and there are different ways to find the links that I will show you one by one. So first I'm going to take that tag name. This is the new locator for you. So take this, and this is the first thing. I'm just putting it on the first and then uncommenting it. And try to understand what is it's a purely Java code. So think of that. Here I have put driver.find elements and then I'm putting the tag name. So if you go to that by class, we have a tag name called things. Link text by partial link text name tag name. You can see there is a locator called tag name. So tag name is what? If you go to any web page, so this is called a tag. Div is a tag. P is a tag. Okay. So many div tags are there. You can see here. Input tag you will find, div tag you will find, so many tags you will find. It's all are the tags. So a tag is there. A tag is like for web link as well. Okay. So in this way you can handle the what do you call tags. So I'm going here in my code. I'm putting here driver.find elements, not element, driver.find elements. So if you mouse over, it is saying that list of web element. So when it driver.find elements you have to use when you have more than one elements expected to return. So in that case, you can use driver.find elements and then the locator will be almost same locators you can use. So I'm here using tag name. So I'm using tag name and A. So tag name A means I'm using this tag. You can see here. This is the tag, A tag, right? So I'm putting a tag. If I'm putting like div, so it will find the total number of divs. And then the return type of find element is a list of web elements. So list of web element I'm importing here. So it's totally like Java code. You can understand it. I've just created a local variable and the type of the variable it is created. Once this variable is created, means this variable is initialized, then you can print how many links are there. So you remember in Java, we have a size method. When we are talking about collections, we have a size method of the list. You can see a list. You remember list when we're talking about collections. So we have size method. So size method we've been using to print how many number of links are present. S out. Total number of links present. Plus, this is the name of variable and then dot size. This is the name of method which will give you the size of the total number of links present here. So let me run this. I have commented everything. I will close this after 5 seconds. Right click, run as Java application. We're saying that total number of links present means A tag present is 251. So this is one way. Second way is if I don't want to use this way. So second way is the XPath. So XPath, first you have to understand how to write the XPath. So let me teach you how to write the XPath. So this is something I'm talking about XPath. You can see here. So it is saying that it start with the single slash or double slash. So normally we are using double slash. This is one thing. And then the tag name you have to put here. After double slash, you have to write what is the tag name you are using. And then big bracket start and big bracket close. It must there. And then attribute name at the rate attribute name and the value is equal to value in the single quotes. So this is the syntax. Okay. Suppose that I want just tag. So I can skip this part. Okay. So I can skip this part. So that's what I'm going to do here. So let me show you that example over here. I will talk to about XPath in the detail later. Just I'm commenting it out here. And I'm taking this code over here. And after this, I'm using the same thing. The name, everything is same. Just I have changed the way of the locator. So I'm calling here by.xpath. So start with the double slash, just tag name I put here. So instead of tag name, I've used XPath and the tag name I'm putting like this. Okay, double slash A. So this is the syntax of XPath. And after that, that part I have not put, means in the big bracket, that is optional part. So I just want to find on the basis of tag name. So this is something tag name I have put, and on the basis of that, it is going to find. So let me run this. It's almost same. Everything is same. Just but this time I am using driver.find elements, not element, because that is a Java collections things. So this time also it is saying that 251. That should be okay. That's two ways we have seen for 251. Third way is by using CSS selector. So first try to understand what is the CSS selector. This is also one locator. I'm just commenting it out because this time I'm going to use by.css selector. So syntax of CSS selector is just first thing is tag name and then same, almost same like XPath, just little syntax change you see here. So at the rate is not there. then attribute is there, then equal to the value of the attribute is there, and then closing, same like XPath, but at the rate is not there. Okay, and double slash is not there. So this is the way of writing CSS selector. So just we are going to find on the basis of tag name. So this also can be removed. Okay, so I have put here CSS selector and just tag name. So tag name was only this part. So tag name is only A I'm putting. So this is the third way of using driver.find elements by.css selector, tag name, XPath, CSS selector. Three ways I have shown you the demo and how to find the link. So this will also find the total number of links. And once your link is found, then I will show you next step that how to print the text of the links. So that is the next step. So let me run this to show you that whether it is working or not. Run as Java application. So this way it should also show 251 only what I'm expecting, but let's see. The total number of links present is 251. So that's correct. Let's see if I am using three ways. So three ways are giving me all the same result. So that's okay. So this is one thing. In this way you can use. So now the question is that if I have all the links, I want to print the text. Suppose this is a training, so it should show me that it's training. It's showing consulting, so it's show consulting. And some will be having blank as well. So how you will identify? So let me show you that part. Once your link is created, so take this. This is the collection things, and you remember that how to print the collections. So if you remember that part, then it will be very easy for you. For I told you that name of the collection should be here. Then just put a column here and just create a local variable like ln I have created, and the type of variable is a web element, as you know, right? So this is the type of variable. So just copy this part and put it here. Okay, so this design is completed, and inside that what you want to do means if you are interacting with 251 links, so what you want to print? I want to print the text. Okay, the text of that. So there is a method called get text. Okay, so when you have a very what do you call web element, the web element dot get text is a method to get the text. Means whatever the text it is here, it will fetch all the text. So s out ln dot get text. Why I have given, sometimes it will be blank as well, right? So you will identify, oh, which one is a blank, which one is like printing. I will just put a /t, or that's okay. It's just a space, normal space to work. Let me run this part, then you will see. Right click, run as Java application. So this loop will run for 251 times and it will print all the text of that, whatever it is present. It has started printing in the background. If you want to see, you can see here. So you can see this is the output I'm getting. I am going to maximize the console, and some links are blank as well. You can see here. The total number of links is the present, escape the content, then this, then some blanks are coming, consulting services, training services, all links are blank. Then webinars, blogs, LMS. So there's so many links are blank. Then training, consulting, learn more, certified SDET professional, certified DevOps professional. So many things are coming. And I can put a condition that if it is a blank, then don't print. So what I will do here, I will go in my code. I will write one code. If ln.getText is empty. There was one method, if you remember. And I have to put in not symbol. Not symbol means reverse of that. Is empty if it is not true. Then only print. Just I am putting one condition logic. If it is not empty, is empty will say true or false, right? So if it is false, is empty is false. It means some text is there, then only print. So let me run this again. Just you can customize your outputs that how you want to print. You see, this time it will start printing the output. You will see it will be a better output. All right. So this time it will not printing the blank. So in this way you can control your outputs up. It's up to you. So this is one thing, and sometimes like they will ask you that not only this one, I want to print the URL. OK, so I want to print the URL. So if you go any web page, if you right click and inspect, how you will get the URL. So you will see here href one is attribute. OK, so href attribute, and it will have some kind of like links associated with that. So if links are associated, it means like it's a valid URL, and some URLs will be like blank, just kind of things. So if you want to print like that, then you can print as well. So I just printed the name. See this output, and I will just print the URL as well. So URL how to print. So just add one more line. So this method will not work there. There is a method called getAttribute. OK. And attribute name is href. Get ATTRIBUT attribute. What I will do, I will. That's OK. I wanted to print in the same line. So that's why I'm thinking that how to do that. So I will put it here plus, and then I will print here. That should be OK. That's in a single line it will do. And let me delete this. So if text is not empty, then only it will print the text and the URL. So both it will do in a single line. And if I run this code, you see what will be the output. This is interview question. That's why I have explained you that sometimes they will ask you how you will count the links. So simple, like any method you can use, and you can get the count by using size method. Second thing is like how you will print the text and the URL. So text you will get from the get text, and the URL you get from the get attribute of href property. So once you pass this, it will start printing the URL. So I will show you that part. And some spacing I put here, and then run this code. So it started printing in the background. If you want to know, you can see here in the background it is printing. So this is the text and this is the URL. This URL will be open. If you click on this URL will be open. So in the front end, people are not aware which URL it is going to click, but actually it is working logic is like that. So it will work in this fashion. OK, you see here. So just need to know the name of the methods, which method is capable of doing, and rest of the codes you can easily find on the internet. So get text, what it does, get attribute, what it does. So simple, get text is like any text you want to print, it will fetch and print. So this is a paragraph also you can fetch and print. This is the text also you can fetch and print. I just shown you for what do you call links, but gettext is capable of reading anything from the web page. Okay, so that's the one thing. And after that, get attribute is like to read the value of the attribute. Say that this is class you will pass, so this will give you this value. If you pass something style, so it will give you this kind of value. So you have to get the correct element and then you can work on that. So same like that we have. So this was something demo for today. You have any doubt you can ask. Vipra?
Yeah, Rajiv. No, I'm fine.
You got all the things.
Yeah, and
So
again,
record.
I'll do this then if.
Yeah, so recording is there. You can go through the recording if you have any doubt.
Yeah.
And locators wise, I will like take a separate class. So just a high level locators introduction I have given. But
Hmm.
locators is something in detail you have to learn because the locators are the what you call bone core of the Selenium. So you have to learn the locators in a very good fashion. And I will also try to explain everything. Like, so it's just a demo I was creating that what get method does, what get current URL does, base source, get title, and you can see what find element does. So additional methods also I have shown you that get text, get attribute. So those things also it will help you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it for today. That's like we can connect tomorrow. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you are the only one, Miss, who will be joining the class, what I have been told. So
Okay. What about
no,
Shakti Babu?
I think there was some issue, so
Uh,
he was discontinued. I don't
okay.
know. Miss who is conducting and all such trainings. Those who are added now, that's why. Miss, I am not aware. Maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Raj.
Okay.